Hey y'all, what's up? It's Coach Brian. Today we're going to be talking about carbs or carbohydrates. First, let's start with the definition. Carbohydrates are by definition molecules of glucose, which is also sugar. And then that glucose is your body's main energy source for your muscle cells and all the wonderful things you do in your body. Now that we fully understand what carbohydrates are, let's talk about what's good and what's bad for the carbohydrates. First, let me help you understand carbs are not the culprit for weight gain. A hypercaloric diet is. And basically what that means is you're eating a lot more food than you're actually burning. Now that being said, carbohydrates can play a critical role in the process of gaining fat. So let's start really easy for you. There are two different types of carbohydrates. One being low glycemic carbohydrates and the other being high glycemic carbohydrates. I'm going to allow you to participate in some critical thinking. Low glycemic, high glycemic. Let's break down the words. Low, the word glyc means sugar, emic means blood, and then the other word high glycemic, high glyc means sugar, emic means blood, so high blood sugar. Different types of carbs cause different types of sugar reaction in the blood. And it's basically because of the way that your body and how fast that your body breaks it down. So by definition, these are the good and the bad. So here's the critical thinking part. Which of those two, low glycemic or high glycemic, are the good and which is the bad? I'm gonna let you think about that for a second. Yes, it is low glycemic that is good and high glycemic that is bad. So let's talk about quickly what is a low glycemic carbohydrate. Typically, a low glycemic carbohydrate is a carbohydrate that is a one ingredient carb. So let's talk about that. Typically, low glycemic carbohydrates are carbohydrates that are grown from the ground, vegetables, seeds, nuts, and fruits. What are high glycemic carbohydrates? Typically, high glycemic carbohydrates are low glycemic carbohydrates that have been processed, broken down, heated, beaten down, pulverized, then heated again, and put into a vat and created something else. So then it's been reconstituted into something else. And in that process, all the nutrients have been beat down and destroyed. Typically, these carbohydrates are really high calorie and no nutrient. So if these are a lot of big words for you, you can simply just look at a carb and figure out whether or not it's good or not by the one decision. Is it one ingredient or two ingredients? If it's one ingredient, it's good. More than one ingredient, it is bad. And those are carbs.